Welcome back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to check into your car for your next booked trip. If some of you don't know, I am a Turo host. I've been doing Turo for about 3 years now. I rent out a 2017 Volkswagen Tiguan on the Turo platform, and I thought I'd get on here today to show you how I check in and out of my car. Tomorrow somebody's picking up the car from the airport, Saturday, March 9th, so I thought I'd get it ready and show you how I check in the car from the airport. It's fairly simple. You take a lot of pictures of everything, that way you can get covered for the insurance. It's not too hard to check in and out of the car, but you always want to make sure you take great pictures, because if not, you won't be covered by the insurance. So I'm going to show you how to take really good pictures, how many pictures I upload. I also have a Turo guidelines that I send each guest as soon as they book the trip. I also send them a message the night before their trip with the exact location, the pictures, everything they need, so once they get off the flight, they can just go up to the car and then check right in. So it's a fairly simple process, but I definitely want to get on here today and show you how I do that. The inside of the car is pretty clean because I've cleaned it a couple of days ago, but the outside, as you see, is really dirty with all the pollen. Spring's almost here, so there's a lot of pollen on the cars and everything. We're at the car wash right now, the outside clean, and that way it can be nice for the next guest. You know, you always want to clean your car and make sure it's clean for the next person, and all this pollen, it ain't gonna do it. So I thought I'd come over here to the car wash to get everything right for it. Just got gas at the Costco gas station over there. Got my receipt, and I got a full tank of gas. And another thing I like to do to mention, ride in the car in silence. You like to really hear how the car sounds without any radio on. That way you know if the guest has caused anything wrong, like mechanically, you can kind of hear it. So just take a second, you know, turn off the radio, hear how the car rides on the interstate or just down the road. That way you can make sure your car is mechanically sound and that there's not anything wrong or it's acting funny or riding funny. You may not notice it, but you do have up to 48 hours after your guest is done with your car to approve and say something's wrong. So pay close attention to your car, really take close detail of everything, and you just want to make sure that you know your car before you give it to somebody. That way you can approve and back up anything that may be wrong with it. Now that we have our receipt and we fill up gas, the car is clean, looking all nice and clean, got the inside clean. Now we're about to go to the airport, and I'll show you how I'm able to check in my car and how I do that, and then the whole process of that. Especially on the interstate, get the car up to speed, see how it rides, see if it's pulling, the alignment is okay on the car. Look, no hands, I'm holding the camera with my other hand, and the alignment on the car is perfect. Like I said, pay close attention to your car and make sure everything rides well in the car. We just made it over to the airport. Now we got to get a ticket to get in the garage. And this is something else that we got to take a picture of. You know, the guests can't say, oh, well, you didn't take it, do this and this and that. You want to make sure everything is covered and that you have no problems. I usually like the part the closest to the elevator. So as soon as you get off the elevator right here, that way you can just, you know, walk up to the car. They said there's one spot right down here. So let's see how far that down is. And that's not too bad. So I'll gladly take that spot, as I like to park next to the columns right here. So when I take my picture, it says 4 level E2. Makes it really easy and simple for the guests to find the car. So this is what y'all been waiting for all this time. Let's go ahead and take these pictures, and I'll show y'all how I do that. But before I show y'all that, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Wallace Low Country Rentals to see the behind the scenes of everything I do behind the scenes. I'm about to post to my story now, so make sure you follow me at Wallace Low Country Rentals. You know, if you want, you can DM me, ask me questions, or if you just want to see behind the scenes, definitely give me a follow and I'll be glad to answer any questions. The first thing I like to do as soon as I pull up to, you know, whatever location you're doing, reset the miles. So you want to reset the miles. You have an idea how many miles they traveled, and that's just, it's a thing I like to do personally. You don't have to do that, but that's just me. So you're gonna take a picture like that. You're gonna hold your camera sideways and then put it on the widest camera angle setting. That way when you take your pictures, you get everything in shot. And then I like to put the parking ticket up here as well, so that I left a parking ticket and the time on there. Of your windows working, hold the camera sideways, take pictures of your windows working, take pictures of the sunroof, the interior lights, take pictures of the dashboard, show that there's no check engine light or no warning lights on the dash, show that the AC's on, that works. Just take pictures of everything, of the radio right here, the lights, take pictures of sun visor right here, take a picture of the other one. Like I said, show that the sunroof works, show that the shade works right there too. that works. You want to take pictures of everything in your car, just in case there were to be a problem. You want to be able to prove that the gas caused the problem, and you will be able to get your money back. That's why I said you want to know the ins and outs of your car, just in case something happens. If you haven't seen my other video of things to keep in your car, I'll leave the link to the video right here. But this is another key thing that you like to have in your car is a flashlight. It comes in handy, especially if it's dark. You know, you have to take your pictures and drop it off late at night. You want to make sure that you can have a flashlight. That way you can see everything that you can't see when it's dark out. So it's good to have a flashlight. That way you can see all, you know, there's no smoke, no ash, all of that. So you can want to take pictures of everything. Continue to hold your phone sideways with the widest camera angle on, and then take pictures of everything like that. And then the doors right here, the pockets, have at least like 500 to 800 pictures. That's usually what I upload. And then, like I said, inside the back seat, take pictures of all of this, the condition of the seats, how the seats look, all of that. Same thing goes within the trunk. This is my bags that I had to have for work and the camera, so of course those are back there. Go around the other side, do the same thing. Inside the door, the floors, the little cubby holes, the vents, everything. The condition of the leather on the side. And you're gonna go up to the front. And this is where the driver's gonna spend most of the time, so that's where you wanna take the most pictures, up here. Again, in the side pocket, down here, underneath right here, so that there's no ash. And then a lot of it's gonna be right here too. Take a lot of pictures of that. In this area right here, up top right there, just everything. Inside here too as well, show that there's nothing in there, but some towels. You also wanna get down and take pictures of like stuff down here too as well. So like I said, it's gonna be a lot of pictures, but it's definitely worth it. And then you even want to take a picture your engine too. So your engine matters as well, because people like to sometimes, you know, mess with things that they're not supposed to. So take good pictures of your engine, make sure that that's all sound and, you know, looks the way it's supposed to look. If you should know how your car should look, you know, if you're a mechanic, you know, if not, cool. But yeah, take pictures of all that, make sure it's all good underneath there. That's when we're gonna start the pictures on the outside. So again, good thing we have a light, that way we can see, because it is kind of dark in here, as you can see, but we wanna make sure we get every single angle and point of view. Get the tires, get the rims, show those how those look. Get the angle right here to show that there's no dent alongside the car right here. Take pictures along this way. So you not only do you wanna face this way, but you also wanna face this way as well, to show both sides and angles of the car too. Same thing back here, take pictures of that. The gas cap, take pictures of that. The back right here. Even though I do have a backup camera right here, when they do back up, they tend to hit the back bumper a lot, because that's what just people do when they drive. So you want to take great pictures of your bumper to make sure that there's no dents or any marks on your bumper too. And that's an important part of why you want to go to the car wash and clean your car, is because you want to show that there's, sometimes when there's dirt or things on it, it kind of hides the blemishes or marks. So clean your car first to prove and show that it's clean. It's how it's supposed to look without any damage. That's why you got to clean your car too, because it shows, it takes away any dirt or blemishes too. So like I said, continue same thing of the tail light, the rims, everything. On top, show that the roof rack, the glass, the windshield. Take a lot of pictures of your windshield, because a lot of people crack your windshield and you want to be able to prove that they cracked your windshield. Same thing with the side mirrors, take pictures of those. Mirror right here. Even turn on your headlights, show that your headlights and your turn lights work too as well. Take a picture of everything under here, of the side, the fog light, you know, the headlight, the grill, everything, the hood. You're gonna have, like I said, at least 500 to 800 pictures. If you haven't taken that many pictures, you're not doing it right, because you had to take a lot of pictures to prove inside and the outside of the car to make sure everything is good with it too. So it is a lot of pictures, it's a whole process, but it's definitely worth it. That way, if anything were to happen to your car, you're able to prove and back it up that anything happens. Yeah, so it's really important to take these pictures. If you miss out, then, you know, you can't blame anybody but yourself. You can't be like, oh, you know, the guest did this, that, if you can't prove it, and Turo won't cover it if you can't prove it. So that's basically how I check in and out of my car. So Mariah just picked me up, shout out to you, baby girl. I also forgot to mention too that I have a preset of things that I say to the guests as soon as they book the trip and the night of the trip. So right here I have the guidelines that I like to say. I say, hello, thanks for booking my vehicle. I'll text you more about the day of, and I'll have this all on screen too, but it makes it a lot easier when you leave things in, when you take a picture, you send their location, and you have an exact information, everything that they would ask about the car, all right there in that text message, so they can refer back to it. It makes it a lot easier for checking in and out of the car, and if they may have any common questions that people have asked along the way. Like I said, I've been doing this for almost 3 years now, so I have a good understanding of things that people may ask. And if you want to see more of my content that I posted, definitely go check it out. And if you like today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Peace.